Stelios, Cantos, Stelios, Cantos. Hey, hey. Nice costume. Yeah, baby. Miss Davis, what's up? KB Lioness. Rudy. Maisha. Hey, I gained a little bit of my weight back because I ain't been exercising for about about 7, 8 days. But I was slimmer than that when I first put the costume together. So I'm kind of kind of conscious about the love handles. But I think I did pretty good. Boo thing. There go my boo thing. Boo thing. Oprah, boo thing here. I am the wild one. Hey, hey, hey. Mel L. Oh my God. You got that hell. Like, hey, I had to get it done to put it in the damn costume, man. That shit hurt it. That thing will hurt my damn head. I got issues, boo thing. I know. I know. I had to put on a few more pounds too. Got too skinny. Hey, it's hard to keep that weight off, man, when you ain't running like that. And I had too much shit to do. Too many changes. KL Straight, what's up? Let's see who I missed. Got Rudy. Can't miss my darling. Mara, darling. Hey, y'all, Mara, my darling. Mara is the darling. I'm gonna braid my hair down so I can wear that hat Mara gave me too. These dreads are horrible, but Spirit told me to get them, so I'm gonna keep them. I miss wearing my hat. Uriah Boom. That's a strong name, believe it or not. Hope it ain't no troll name, but that's a raw name now. That'll fly good in the hood. So what y'all think about the story? Rice ball, what it is, pimpin'? What's up, Royal Blue? So what y'all think about the story? I thought you loved the hair. Listen, listen, I'm one of the most tender-headed cats out here. Listen, if I don't wash my hair in 2-3 weeks, you know how some roster, some dread can go years without washing their hair, man. I have souls all in my shit. I'm a fancy nigga. I do fancy nigga shit. And I gotta use good shampoo. I can't just use no motherfucking soap. That shit gotta be expensive shampoo, lavender, the condition. I'm just as fancy. I'm just a damn sexy man. I'm not average. Fuck. I can't do regular people shit. What's up, Net Love? Man, listen, I'm tender-headed as hell, boy. That lady be twisting my hair. I say, don't. I say, don't. I say, just leave it loose. And she try to do it so light, but that shit start hurting. I be laying on it. That shit be pressing on it. I be going through pure hell just to look halfway good. But I ain't gonna cut it till Spirit tell me I can. Oh my God. Somebody brought Jesus to the party. Let me take Jesus off the cross for you, man. I put his ass up there. I'll take him down tonight. Shala SU, what it is? Yeah, it'll give you a headache. Simply, what's up? The best is here. Hey, let him turn water to wine. Hell yeah, just like the little witch bitch was doing, turning water into wine. I'm surprised you said that, KL Straight. That's what she was doing, giving it to the people in the hood. Now, do you think she learned that spell from Jesus, 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 Jesus? Marquita, girl, that's you. That's you, Marquita. Man, where you been? Goddamn, Marquita, girl, I ain't seen you in years. Go, where you been, go? I think if I was to meet Marquita in person, I think that's how it'd be. We'll be jumping up and down in the middle of the, girl, that's you. Tyke, that's you. Where the fuck you been? Oh my God. Be screaming for no reason. Fall all out of our chair laughing with our red cups in our hand. I love it. I got my Halloween mask 3 years ago. It's been up there. See, so before I get started with the story, y'all hold on. Let me tell you a story about that Halloween mask. Matter of fact, let me go get it. See? So, fun fact. Before we get started, I got this mask about 3 years ago. Spirit told me to get this mask from I bought it offline for like $60, $70. But I got this mask and it was on my Shango altar. So the way they told me to do this mask, they told me to put it on Shango's altar. So after I put it on Shango's altar, I had to sit it on Oya's altar. Now, sitting it on Oya's altar, it meant something, y'all. It's a reason. I'm gonna tell you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let him tell you. I got problems. I don't know why I'm like this. So now, 3 years ago, I bought this. And when I bought this, I was supposed to sit this on Shango's altar. Now, let me tell you something about this bull. A lot of people get this wrong. They look at a bull head, they'll think about Moloch. They looking at it as the Christian, Judeo-Christian sense of thing. But when you look at the bull head, this is a ganju, by the way. So the bull is I ain't gonna say it's it's okay. You have Lugabanda, and we're going on the Mesopotamian text right here. You have Lugabanda. This is the spirit of the wind. This is Shango's half, godly half. This is Shango's god half. Follow me. Because Shango is, if they don't tell you the true story of Shango, I'm going to hit you with something. Shango is two parts God, one part human. The part human is coming from his mother. The other two are coming from God, deity, okay? 2 parts God, 1 part human, or somewhere in that mix. I know it's 3 parts make up the earthly Shango. Now, a Ganju would be Shango's father here on earth. When you get all the way up there into the heavens, the deity, Shango's heavenly father is the wind. It's Lugalbanda, Ninsun, Lugalbanda, all of them. So now, when I got this, they told me to get this, and they told me to place it on my Shango's altar to fortify Shango. Then after it sat on Shango's altar for about a year, I had to put it on Oya's altar for the remainder. So it sat on Oya's altar for a while. Now, and this is educational. So now the reason why I sat a Ganju on on Oya's altar, because this is called taming the bull of heaven. I know you guys have heard me say that. When you tame the bull of heaven, you learn how to watch your mouth, ladies. You learn how to watch your mouth, men. So this comes back. You have to have the bull. You have to be able to tame the bull of heaven. Heaven, air, breathing. That represents your mouth. If you put a bull in a china shop, one thing startle it, freaked out, emotional, it tears up the china shop, kicks everything. So you have to learn how to tame the bull of heaven. So now, why is this important? Why does Shango and Oya plays a good part? Remember they say, oh, Oya loves Shango. Shango loves, Shango like Oya, but they can't be together. They were friends. So Shango, lightning and thunder, thunder and lightning. Then you got Oshun, who he just really like fucking on, but he ain't never gonna commit to. Pay attention, slow down, I got you. So now, when Oya, was sitting up there liking Shango, Shango and Ogun went on a trip. They had to fight Humbaba, or they had to fight what's the Osian. They have to fight Osian. So when they went to the forest and fought Osian, cut down the cedar tree, Shango liked cedar wood, y'all. I got a piece on my. So when they went to fight, they came back. Or Yah being the first, listen to me good, being, I'm going to say the second, if not the first, Orisha to exist, because she's wind. Remember when they say God blew breath into our lungs, air, this is Oya energy. So she was the first to exist. He spat in the ground, water out his own mouth. That's still not water from the heavens. That's not Yemaya. That's not Oshun. That's not Yemaya. That's not Oshun. He spat. That was his saliva. Molded man, blew breath in him. So Oya is the first Orisha to like really touch man. So now she's full wind, full air. When Shango and Ogun came back from hunting, Oya greeted him and say, "Hey, you're the hero, bitch. You're my man. I want to fuck on you." And Shango cursed her out. He say, "Big please, you old new. Don't nobody like you. You too tough. You too rough. You kick ass. You cut the hands of anybody that fuck with you. You a woman that'll cut your own husband throat if he make you mad. You ain't nothing." He say, "I can't fuck with you, nigga. That's just a one-time thing." So Shango hurts her feeling. So she goes back to the gods in heaven and she asks Ninsun them, and she asks Lugal Banda, she say, "Hey, I hate him. I want to destroy his kingdom." And they said, "Well, I'm not going to let you destroy my son's kingdom. I gave it to him. If you don't let me destroy his kingdom, I'll forever wreak havoc and create hurricanes and tornadoes down there." Talking, bitching, whining. "I'll forever create chaos in the land." Land represents mine. Teaching you something here now. So look out Banda and then soon say, "Hey, hey, 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 hey." She's a god. She asks for it. So he says to Oya, he says, "Hey, if you can tame the bull of heaven, and if you can have every woman, every widow, because you're gonna create widows, you're gonna create single people, because you finna take this bull down there and you finna fuck up. If you can make every last woman stock up 7 years worth of food, the number 7 is very important. Stock up 7 years worth of food, and in 7 years you could come back and get the bull of heaven to wreak havoc on Shango's kingdom." Pay attention. Now I'm gonna stop it right there. And I want to educate you. So now, what is the one thing that increased fire, people? Wind. Fire is made out of 3 parts: oxygen, heat, and flame. Heat don't burn. Flame ain't gonna burn you. It's the color. It's just it's when that oxygen hit it and combustion happen that you get burns and cinders and embers and shit. So pay attention. This is all this, everything in our world is magical related. So 7 years, or y'all made the women, the widows, everybody save up, store grain, food, because she knew she was finna bring down pure hell on the land via hurricanes and earthquakes. So after she did that, she goes up there. He says, "Now you got one last test." Look at Banda said, "You got one last test. You have to tame the bull of heaven before I give it to you." Now, when he told her to tame the bull of heaven, he was telling her, Bitch, you got to be strategic in how you handle this bull. You just can't put the bull down there and let it go because it will crack the earth. It will destroy everything. That's why women need to learn how to control their emotions and watch their mouth, because if you set a bull loose, that's gossiping. So he handed her the lasso to this right here, to the bull of heaven. Handed her the lasso. She fought with it for 7 days, 7 nights. God time, who know what that is. She fought with it till she contained it. So she learned how to control her attitude, her mouth. She didn't just make false statements. She didn't gossip. She didn't badmouth and blur out. A lot of women can learn a lot from this story today. Hell, a lot of men can too. Well, once she tamed the bull of heaven, she knew exactly who her target was. She realized she shouldn't destroy the land or set, or just tear down everything. She was angry at Shango. So she came to the bull of heaven. She confronted Shango directly with the bull, meaning she aired his ass out. She had every right to curse him out for the nasty shit he said to her. She aired his ass out. Shango didn't like the fact that she aired his ass out, right? So when Shango got mad, he started fighting her. Shango literally put his hands on Oya. So Oya, bitch, you hit me. Do you not forget I'm a warrior too, Shango? So now they out there tussling. Bum, bum, bum. But she got the bull of heaven on her side. This is an actual thing. So now the bull of heaven attacked Shango. An actual bull of heaven attacked Shango. Put the horns in his ass. Boom. That's why they say you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Mess with the bull, you get the horns. So when the bull attacked Shango, he tried to gouge out his eyes. So if Shango can't see where the gossip coming from, if he can't see the negative influence that's coming from the gossip, keeping blinded by by all the rhetoric and shit that keeping distracted, blinded, chasing his own ass, then she might have won that fight. Well, Shango came to his senses through the help of Ogun. Now, Ogun is what? A warrior. He's an asset. He's a friend to Shango, and he's technology. So technology came and distracted Shango from the shit that Oya was causing him, and then he got his mind. So as the bull was trying to give him the horns, blind him, bitch him out, tear down his kingdom, he ended up wrestling the bull to the ground. That's where you get that scene in all the Greek mythology. The man wrestling the bull, put his leg behind the bull nuts exposed and got to hell. That's money. That's finances. Alimony, child support. You see what I'm saying? These stories make a lot of sense when you look at them on a different stuff. So he cracks the bull neck. Boom. When he cracks the bull neck, he rip off the bull horn. That's where we get talking through the horn, sounding the alarm. This is where lawyers came into place. Boy, y'all ain't gonna get this type of teaching like this. So after he rips off the horn from the bull of heaven, he takes the horn and he throws it at Oya. When he throws it at Oya, the horn ends up hitting her in the stomach and impaling her to the mountain. So now she's stuck up there to the mountain and she can't pull it out. Now another god, Ogun, has to go and pull it out. Because Ogun is technology. He's a helpmate. He's a helper to all the gods, all the Orisha. So he says, don't do that again. And he helps her nurse her back to health. That's how Oya and Ogun became friends, because he nursed her back in the cemetery. They never fucked or nothing. He just was her friend because he understand this was a wartime tactic. Why did I tell y'all that story? It's so much to magic. It's so much going on in your life that y'all don't really know what's going on. Y'all think y'all arguing over shit. No, y'all just angry because that man insulted you. This is why you mad, and this is why you want to bitch at him and destroy his shit. Shango mad because I'm a hero now. Why the fuck do I have to choose you? Don't it sound like some shit that's going on with today's world? And what Ogun doing with this telephone yonder? Technology. It's a distraction. It's giving man their minds back, giving us a ability to fight. to control our actions. But when we control our actions, now we want to destroy the very thing that we pissed off at. We not being mature adults about this shit, saying, okay, I realize I was fucked up in the head because of this. So let me back up and handle you intelligent. No, we gotta get lawyers, and we gotta be just as hoish as a goddamn woman that's talking dog about us. And we gotta penetrate her again with lawyers, court cases and shit. And Ogun still technology say, well, I've got to help her too because I'm technology. So that's why I got this thing 3 years ago. They told me if I want to learn how to talk and control my energy, control my attitude, learn how to control the women that was in my life at that time, I have to have emotional intelligence. I have to learn how to tame my own bull of heaven, to which I did. And that's what this mask is about. I know that was pretty long. I hope y'all got it. I said it real quick. I ain't teach on it too long, but I hope you got it. Yay me! Did y'all get that? You can see yourself in that story. Oh yeah. See these people that get up here and they talk about the Orisha and they tell you these beautiful ass fucking stories, the Patakis that they just mimicking from Africa and Nigeria and where all they come from. But man, if you look real deeper, these are life lessons. Everything is allegory. These are life lessons. You women, if you learn how to control the bull of heaven, if you learn how to control your mouth, you will never get yourself into any fucking trouble. Men, if you learn how to control the bull of heaven, which is your mouth and your thoughts and your actions, because we are all bull, because keep in mind, we had to wrestle that bull, hook that bull legs, that's our action. We had to grab that bull by the horn, this is our emotional intelligence. We can't let what bitches say to us get us wrong. Then we had to learn how to wrestle it down. This is being smart about the situation. If we learn how to do that, we should never have a conflict with anybody. I don't want no conflict with nobody. I understand how to control the bull of heaven. A lot of y'all need to get on that. Now, I just gave y'all the story. Null it over in your head. Everybody's spiritual, right? I just gave you a spiritual story about the bull. And I gave you the name of it, Controlling the Bull of Heaven. A lot to be said about learning. You know what it is. Different pantheons have different stories about their Orishas, and it be some gritty shit. Damn. It do be rough, man. Yeah, Shango threw that horn at our ass, boy. When Shango clapped back, he clapped back, baby. But that's why him and y'all never get together. That's why y'all run from it, because he don't want to fuck on her no more, because he just had a little fun with her and she fell in love, and she wasn't his speed. She was too tough for him. That's all. But yeah, I had to say that. But that's the mask I got that bit for $70 about 2-3 years ago. And I've been had it on my Shango altar. They told me to sit it up there for a year. It was on his altar for a year. Then I put it on Oya's altar for a year. And then that's when I was able to wear it and play around with it, because I had to learn. That's when I started doing my real spiritual healing, and I started understanding feminine energy and how to heal behind that. Because again, we men, we raised by our moms nowadays. I was raised by an abusive ass mama. Half of us men was raised by abusive ass women, due to governmental programming. People don't want to take responsibility. Maybe they were checking out on drugs. I know my mom was. So I grew up bitch-fied, homified, woman made. So I had to learn how to control that shit before I could step in my true masculine energy, because now I don't need validation from a female. I just need to know how to deal with that female. That's when you become a man. That's when you heal, brother. And now I ain't ashamed to say it. Now this version of me, man, I could get who the fuck I want, when I want, how I want. That's the thing about it, being a healed masculine ass man. But this story right here should teach you how to do that. Follow my lead. I'm proof it worked, but take your time, fellas. Ladies, learn to control the bull of heaven. You won't have no problems at all. The bull energy for real. You know it, baby. Boo thing. Don't act like you don't know. Don't act like you went in the bed with me and Oprah. Straight bull energy. Both of y'all asses. Yeah, someone was. Celestial Goddess, I ain't even gonna fight you on that. Someone was. Chaka Show! Chaka Show. Chaka Show. Chaka Show. Chaka Show. Everybody, Chaka Show. Everybody, come on. Chaka Show, you need to do a video of a dance with that. Send it to me. That's it. Send it to me. What you say, OC? I've been meditating on that earlier, Baron. I was feeling like I need feminine energy to help me heal, but I'm learning how to stand on my own too. That's what I'm talking about. All you getting from me is my left hand slap. Pop, pop. I ain't mess with you, boo thing. You done ran away from me and Oprah. You don't like us no more. We gotta find somebody else. We gotta find somebody else. Who on here wanna be me and Oprah, boo thing? I'll find you a good one, Oprah. Put the knife down, Oprah. I'm gonna find you a good one. Oprah serious. She say she's serious. We wanna be a boo thing. Celeste don't want it no more. We went too hard on her. Y'all gonna get me. Y'all gonna get me canceled. Everybody, enough of me acting like a fool, man. So what's going on, man? What y'all think about that story? Let's get into it. What y'all think about that story? Not the bull of heaven. I'm talking about the water's end. Did I name it right? Did I title that thing right? I be coming up. It's so hard to title these stories with such a catchy motherfucking title here. I be trying, man, and AI ain't doing that. I titled that bitch. What y'all think about that, King Q? So, question: is Shango fighting the bull? Is he fighting his temptations? Shango don't have temptations. I know this is not a research thing, but I'm gonna tell you, Shango don't have temptation. He's the king. Anything he want, he get. He don't have temptation. Shango fights his ego. And if somebody bruise your ego, and the only way an ego can be bruised is with words. Let's pay attention to how these things go. Let's break them down. Shango has no temptation. The temptation is Babalu Ae or Zapana. He's the one that had to learn the lesson from his temptations. Shango, the one who's supposed to have been the true king of Oruk, or where Shango town from. He's supposed to be the true king. Shango king by default. Pay attention to them stories, man. Don't just listen to the shit you hear on the internet. Go deep. Information and lessons in the story. It is too. It is too. That that fool do have temptation. That's why he was always getting in trouble. No, well, he's the king. He didn't have no temptation. He just did what the hell he wanted to do. That ain't temptation. That's lusting. Temptation meaning that something can control you. He lusted. He was in control 100%. It's the difference between lusting and being tempted. Tempted meaning that thing had something over him. Nothing had nothing over the king. He just lusted. So he ain't look at a fat ass and say, damn, I wish I could get that fat ass. Oh, wow. And then he had to come up with a scream to get it. He just said, fat ass. I'm getting it. No temptation. Temptation is how you gotta strategize to get it, because it just can't. It just ain't yours. But he's the king of everything, so everything heals. So difference. Lust and temptation, two different things. Google it. How does one fight the ego? By tapping into the inner abundance. No, you fight your ego by knowing who you are. You fight your ego when you fight your ninth stage of you. Keep in mind, there's 9 stages of you, and I'm not going to teach that on here. This is True Spook. We supposed to be talking about Waters In. But when you get to the 9th level, which is Elegba, once you Elegua, Elegba, Papa Elegba, once you get up there to the higher level and you see who you are, your shadow work. And once you realize who you are, your shortcomings, what it is you ain't working with, what it is you're working with, you see everything bad about you and you understand that about you, nobody else can say anything about you because you understand. A quote I like to say, I made peace with my demons and I realized I am it. And that got me through a lot of harsh nights when I was in that motherfucking closet crying. I had to make peace with my demons. And then I say, why the fuck I'm gonna make peace with my demons? I say, ain't I'm my demons? Don't I control everything in spiritual? I say, so if I want to fuck somebody up, I gotta make peace with not fucking them up or fucking them up. I did that. The demon didn't. So then I made peace. So I always say I made peace with my demons, and I realized I am it. So anything I do, I take responsibility for it. Good, bad, and different. That's how you control your ego, being responsible. That's it. We men, we gonna grow. We grow every day. To all the men out there, we grow every day. Just keep trying to grow. Even if you fail at it, you got another day to grow up, to be a man, to learn from your mistakes, to do the right thing, so to say. And say they're trying to get that shadow work done. Integrate your light and your dark. That's what's up. What's one more? I'm gonna be so ashamed. Please and thank you. hmm But yeah, I know I give out a lot of information, y'all. Uh, so yeah, I give out a lot of information. But what about the story? Y'all don't never talk about the story. Y'all like the story. Y'all don't ask me no question about the story. This thing became another parent channel outside of that damn story. A lesson on your 9 selves would be great. A lesson on the 9 selves would be great. Done. Rudy, you got it. You got it. A lesson on the 9 divisions of you. Got it. Done deal. It's in the wakes. But yes. So I want to get back to the story. So see, I get tired doing the spiritual stuff. Woo. So so listen. When you sit up here and you look at what grandmama and this lady was doing, the lady, she has sold out the black community. The premise of this story is she has sold out the black community. She would go over there to Metro West area, uh when it was all white back in the day. Black people wasn't over there. You would have one or two rich black people. It was built on a golf course. And the HOA warlock, Barry, he was paying these black women in the hood, these black witches, spiritualists in the hood, to gather up all of the negative energy from their community and dump it into the black community. This is no difference than them taking tainted paint and painting the walls and buildings and sidewalks in the black community. This is no different than them taking old food that's been preyed on, cursed, degradized from out of an old warehouse, or they done did rituals on, and feeding it to the pole and the bombs and shit, and the pole and the bombs staying pole and bombs. Do you ever wonder why they get mad? And I'm finna pay, and pay attention, people. This going on in my city. I don't know about yours. Y'all may live in paradise. You ever see why they get mad at community groups that sit up there? They'll cook food. They'll spend their money. They'll cook pots of rice, chicken, broth, everything, fruit, buy it from the fruit store, fresh stuff. They cook it by hand at the house. They bring it to the parks where the homeless people at, and they serve the food on a plate. Give them as much food as it got till it's gone. The police, the mayor, everybody, law or ordinance, will step in and say, you can't do that. That's wrong. You can't feed them due to cold health restrictions and violations. But they would take some old bread from Publix, or some 7, 12 day old bread, and luncheon meat and re-burnt pizzas, and dump them shits off in the hood, and let you get all the old food you can get and carry. They'll feed them shits to the bums and shit. And you wonder why them people can't come out of their situation. The homeless can't come out of their situation because they pumping dirt and filth and bad energy back into their digestive systems. See, I'm a firm believer in that right there. Allegedly, hypothetically, a story that I'm talking about. I don't know if this is real or not. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever. It's illegal to cook and feed for the homeless out of your house, out of your food truck. But they can go to these stores and give them old food all day long. Shit that they were gonna throw away in the trash, they can give it to them. Shit that they might have set up there and did a magical spell and prayed over, because everybody pray over their food, right? Everybody hold hand, let's bless the food. What did they say? Hey, before we go, we done loaded all this old bread and shit from the cemetery that we done baked bullshit on, or we done using rituals and whatever else that we didn't eat, chaotic chaos zones and shit, some warehouses or bakeries built on top of fucking burial grounds and shit to soak up all the nasty energy from that, to purify that land. You put it in the food and it got to go somewhere. Then they take it to the poor neighborhoods and give it to them. See, I think, people, that's all I think. But this is exactly what they were doing with grandma, what grandma stopped that lady from doing. And the warlock Barry from Metro West paid them to do it. And they were paying them $5,000, $10,000 to do this. So if they can pay that to them back then, imagine these sellout ass witches on YouTube right now that'll sell out their community. Hmm. Hmm. I'm just saying. Grandma was doing this with bottled water. This lady had her own rebottling machine. I didn't even know you could do that at 13. I didn't know you could bottle some shit from your own house. Now imagine the novelty beers that was being made. Cause I got 5 things of beer, 5 jars of beer I made since 2019, sitting right there with dust on them bitches. Matter of fact, I'll show you. Y'all see how dusty this bitch is? That's beer. I racked it like 8 times. That's beer I made in this jar. It got wax dust on it. I can open that bitch and drink it right now and get fucked up. I drunk one, it'll just give you a buzz for like 2 seconds, cause well, that was about 2 years ago, so it may be a little stronger now. Now, if I made that at home, what about these guys that's making their own beer in their own garage? Let's say a community got together, a couple rich people in the community, and they said, okay, the water we're gonna use is gonna be water that we use in rituals to baptize people, satanic rituals, devil rituals, whatever. We're gonna use this water and we're gonna put it in this beer, and we're gonna take this beer to the corner market, to these Habibs and these Korean shops, whatever, and we're gonna give it to them to sell, and we're gonna say, just bring us whatever you can make off of it. And they, instead of them buying the slit malt liquor in the can for $2, they say, hey, we got a cheaper version that'll get you fucked up for like 50 cents. And they'll sit up there and drink that shit for 50 cents, get a strong ass buzz, and they put them spirits in them. And you wonder why after they drink, they go home and beat their motherfucking old lady. You wonder why they drink. They go out there and rob people. They go out there and touch on people, inappropriately. See, I think about this stuff, and when grandma did this back in the day, I thought about that. That always stuck with me. That's why every liquor I buy, I put it on my altar and I bless it before I drink it. Liquor sit up there forever. Liquor sit in that shelf right there forever. That shelf got a sigil. My liquor cabinet got a sigil on it, a blessing sigil. But I'm telling people, I like to pass down information like information's supposed to be passed down when you're dealing with Southern folk magic. We tell it to you in a story. Once you learn it in a story, you can always remember it. It's going to make you laugh. It's going to make you cry. It's going to shock you. You're going to learn how to be a magician listening to these stories. You're going to learn what to look for and what not to look for. That's all this is, man. This investment is minor, man. This is a minor investment for you to be able to bust heads of motherfucking true people that have been in the spiritual game for 30, 40 years doing it one way, and you come in with your knowledge and crack they fucking skull open. But think about that. That was going on when I was 13 years old. I'm 46. You don't think it done got better? You don't think more people done ordered their own canning machines and on bottling machines from the internet? You don't think there's more witches and warlocks, black, white, Puerto Rican, Chinese? You don't think they dumping that shit in the hood? If it was done to, if the white folks were doing it from Metro West when I was 13, what you think about the rich white warlocks and witches? The white Asian, I mean the rich Asians and stuff that want to keep their community clean. And you wonder why the black community can't get nowhere, can't do nothing, because they constantly feeding us goddamn nasty spiritual energies, nasty meat, nasty bread. They keep pumping us full of liquor. They keep giving us free bottled water when we go places. So half of the time we see a bottle of water, we don't know where that shit come from. They have a label on it. We ain't never seen that label in the store. It just be a motherfucking label, purified water. That's all they say on it. Purified water. You don't know where they're getting the source from. But our refrigerator be stocked with that shit. This was happening 13 when I was 13 years old. Do you think technology and times could have changed that much, people? Oh yeah, Metro West looked rough. She said the day is show and tell day. I love it. Mm-hmm. I'm listening. I know I've been talking with some of y'all questions, man. Y'all got to start getting into these stories. I know I'm fun to hang around. You know, me and the beer. Me and the beer here. I may just give y'all a bottle of this beer. I got to put a label on this beer. Drink at your own risk. It's clear. Ain't no shit floating in it. It's clear. It's done right. I got 2, 3 more over there. Mm-hmm. Everybody, I'm just trying to tell you, grandmama saved the whole neighborhood. That lady was a hero in all intents. She had her bad side. She liked to gamble. She'll take your money from you. She wouldn't pay you back. You give her some money, consider that bitch gone. She a piece of shit if you ask for it back. That's grandmama. But she did a lot of good and she saved the neighborhood and the black community for a while. She cleaned it up, cleaned the energy out of it. But then it just went to shit. Now Metro West don't look too good. That golf course even suck. I play golf out there. It sucks to me. Y'all got a lot to learn. So when you get your water source for your spiritual work, not everything need to come out that tap. Not everything need to come from a lake or a fresh spring. Sometimes you can go straight to some palm scone, some boot water, some sewer water. And you could take that water right there and you could use that in your spell work for those water magic practicing witches. If you want to curse somebody, do what the lady did. Buy you a cheap ass water filter off the goddamn market. Pray over that water, put it in a jug with a negative energy sign on it, couple dead people names on it. Here you go, you got your spell work. Couple dead people names on that bitch, you know got murdered and you got pieces of their material. Put it in there, you purify that water. You can clean up the dirt and trash out of it, but you can't clean up the memory in it. And then you do your spell work. You bake that bitch a cake or pie. You fixing some Kool-Aid, you fixing some drink, you cook with it, and then you feed it to the people you don't like. Watch what happens. That's why if you bring a casserole to my house, you say that bitch, you bring a plate of food to my house, it's rare, I'm gonna bite on your shit. That's why back in the day, when people used to come, oh, the neighbor just moved in, let me bake him some cookies, let me bake him a casserole. Grandma wouldn't eat that shit. That shit'll go, she'll scrape that shit out. Wash that bowl out and get right back to you the next day. Oh, I put it in some Tupperware, thank you. She ain't eat it. I don't think nobody really ate the food that the neighbors brought to the house. Nobody trusted nobody in the South. We didn't. If we ain't not watching you cook it, I don't think so, Tim. Mm-mm-mm. If you sit water on the 72 letter name of God for 30 minutes, you can make holy water. Mm. You know those 72 names of God is in actuality 72 names of the demons. You know, God only got one name, bro. God only got one name. And we don't know it. We couldn't formulate it. But each demon is categorized in 72. The Blessed Key of Solomon got 72 demons. So you telling me 72 demons, 72 names of God, 72 demons, 72 names of God. Don't add up, right? I know those 72 demons got names, but I don't know how many named Jesus, Joshua. Just saying. Observation. Hey, cherished Lord. Aren't a good thing. Nope. Just have them over for dinner and eat the food. uh, uh-huh. 72 angels of Sham. Uh-huh. Ain't nobody God. Them ain't names of God. Them names of angels and demons, bro. You can say thank you and go straight to the trash. Everybody do. So did y'all learn from this story what y'all needed to learn from this story, y'all? Did y'all learn how when you see a unnamed bottle of water that they're giving to you at these charity events, you take that shit out of courtesy and you pour that shit in your plants, dump it out, feed it to the plants, feed it to the animals or something, feed it to the trees. Don't leave it in the bottle, throw it in the trash, pour it on the ground. Let nature purify it. Bring your own tumbler. Don't be so sensitive to pour that water in there. You don't know where these people get it from. That shit ain't even labeled properly. They put their own labels on now. Don't be a fool. I'm telling you. I'm teaching you now. Y'all don't listen to what the fuck grandma and Tyke got to say. Yeah, it's gonna be coming to me to do spell work for you, and boy, I'm gonna charge your ass. If you ain't learned nothing from me, I'm gonna charge you. It's a good movie too. What's? Oh yeah, it would be a good movie. Yeah, all the water come from the same place. No, it don't. It was okay. Keep believing that's a letter garden. If all the beer ain't coming from the same place, how many of these beer dispensaries they have out here? How many of these people making homebrew beer? And how many people can have home purifiers? I got 3 home purifiers in my house. 3. One big one right there for everybody. One in the refrigerator that I use tap water in and it purifies that. If I got purified water, how you know these people ain't doing it on a bigger scene and putting sigils in these warehouses on their water purification machine, dumping dead shit, bad shit, whatever nasty intentions in that motherfucker, and taking it to one place and giving it to other place. I'm just saying, look at the state. You wonder why the white folks in the trailer park can't get their shit together. And they are the ones that get handouts. The people in the black community can't get their shit together because we too busy taking handouts. You don't know what they feeding us, putting in our spirit, putting in our kids when they come in the community. When we see a brand new soda pop up in the marketplace, don't know what that soda is, where that water coming from. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, the premium ones, check. Them boys been around for years. Fuck with that. All these new brand sodas coming from every and which kind of way. Novelty drinks, novelty sodas. Where they getting the water from? You look on the can, They say the shit sourced out of goddamn Argentina. Ain't nobody shipping that shit over here from Argentina. That shit made right there in the Carolinas. Kentucky. I guess I just think too damn much. After seeing what I seen, I think I hold shit to a high standard. I just think. Hotel Cecil. Oh, the water was bad in Hotel Cecil, yeah, because that girl drowned in that container. And everybody in that hotel was bathing in that girl's fecal fuck and drinking that shit. Man, please. You got and they were cooking with it too. Came out the same tap, man. Got me fucked all up. Be careful what the fuck you drink and be careful of the food and shit you get out of charity. Cause I ain't gonna even argue with this no more. Just be mindful, use your spirit of discernment, pray real hard if you're gonna be taking bread and cakes and pies and shit that ain't got no name brand label on them bitches. Be careful if you see a bottle of water that ain't got no name brand that you never seen on. They got a sniper scope water been given to everybody in the hood. Uh-uh. I'm not doing it. I know this story, so I don't drink water just from anything. I don't care if it's sealed in the bottle. Where you getting your source from, pimping? How I know you ain't doing ritualistic work? Zephyr Hill don't do work. Zephyr Hill is a company. That's a big fucking company. You can't. It ain't enough witches to go in that bitch. That's regulations. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, they don't have people in they shit praying. But I know these little small bottling companies could. I can't wait for the reenactment of these stories. Bring them to life. Thank you, Miss Davis. I'm working with a brother on here in the Soul Tribe. We talked about it. He got a film going on. He getting ready to move, but once he gets set up, we gonna put pen to paper and shit. I'm working on it. Yeah, he hit me up. People, I just want y'all to be good. I just want y'all. So listen to these stories. Get what you need to get from them. It's a joy. You're gonna be good. You're gonna protect your family. You're gonna think about shit. But just think about it. Nobody can cook out their kitchen and feed it to the homeless, but yet the homeless stay broken down and homeless. These people don't come up. It ain't because of the drugs. It's because they have spirits on them. And they wind their ass and they send them to the church. When they send them to the church make them feel good, get them clean, and then turn their ass back out there to the same demons. Let's change who we get the handout from. If you know that handout ain't coming from a pure source, now if you need to eat to live, homeless people, I get it. Go for what you know. But if you can do better, do fucking better. Scrutinize everything. Scrutinize everything. My grandma get commodity from the government and she just hoard her house with it. Damn sure don't need it. She could be getting groceries and eating 10 times better. Uh-huh. I remember when Meals on Wheels was a thing. They had it called Meals on Wheels, and they would bring all the food to the poor people in the neighborhood, the seniors and shit that couldn't cook for themselves. They would bring that food to them. You'll be surprised. 90% of the time, the seniors didn't eat that food. They'll give it to the dog outside. They rather eat their little hot dogs and grits or luncheon meat and whatever. They didn't eat that food. Meals and Wheels really didn't do. They didn't trust it. Old folks didn't trust it. Who houses I went to, they were like, "I'm not eating that." And I be like, "Can I have the bread? Can I have the sandwich out of here or the chocolate milk?" They be like, "Go ahead." And I would probably eat the sandwich or something, but then I stopped eating the shit. I'm like, something ain't right about this. You couldn't heat the bitch up and make it taste good. But I drank the chocolate milk because I liked chocolate milk back in the day. But a lot of old people didn't eat them Meals on Wheels luncheons they used to bring. I don't know why. If the old folks ain't eating it, bitch, that's hungry, what that say? You say your mama didn't want it either? Mm-hmm. These Kabbalist sorcerers, yup. It's true. My old job used to do meals on wheels for elders. They hated that. Yeah. People, your energy ain't gonna fucking let you do nothing bad. It's the people on the street with the drug addictions and shit. Man, listen, I see that's what I like about my stories. They make y'all think about shit. Now you thinking. This is a story about handouts, about upper echelon giving shit to the less fortunate and cursing it as they give it to the less fortunate to offshoot they shit. They could be dumping all their nasty energy, all their debaucherous energy, all their murderistic tendencies, and they giving it to us in the black community, brown community, poor white community, and we wonder why we killing our brothers and sisters. We wonder why we doing bad shit because we done took all their negative energy and ate it, consumed it, drank it, fed it to our babies, fed it to our pregnant mamas, and now our babies coming out fucked up and crazy and angry and mentally off. They say attitude problem. Please, drug addiction. No, fuck that. I just listen. This story made me think, and I always thought about that. I don't bring no free shit home. I don't care what's going on. These food banks, a lot of people were going to get these food banks. Think about it, and I'm finna let you go because I'm running up on an hour. Think about all the people that was in these food lines to get these food, get this food from this food bank during COVID. A lot of them people ain't here no more. A lot of them, they don't talk no more. They ain't got no voice no more. They're not even active. You used to see food lines around the corner, people getting free food. Where is that energy of those people 3, 4 years later? It ain't that they got rich. And one black people in them cars too, by the way. It was a lot of white people, Hispanic people and shit. A little bit of blacks. Them people turned out to be Karens and Kevins and very angry people, hurting people, cursing people. Don't want nobody to have this, don't want nobody to have that after, you know, the pandemic. Think about it. Old moves, just new genres. Can government assistance be cursed? No. Government assistance can't be cursed because see, governments are principalities. Principalities can't be cursed because the principalities exist as a principality. It is its own entity, it has its own jurisdiction. That's why we really can't do work on judges, or I mean we can't do work on the court system, but we could do work on judges. We could sway judges, but we can't sway the court system. The docket is the docket. That's a principality. Now, Judge Gugago, we can work his ass if we get the right information and DNA. Lawyer Pakoko, we can beat that ass in half with the spirit world, but we can't fuck with the docket. That means the trial still got to go through. The principality still got to go through. The government check still got to come through. They can't curse it. That's a principality. I like these questions, OC. I like that motherfucker. You all right with me? That's how you learn. That's how you learn this magic thing. Won't have nobody wasting your time. Oh, I can make your court case go away. No, you can persuade. I can persuade that judge and that lawyer for your ass to the best of my ability. I can't make it go away. They still gonna see your ass all the way through to the end. Till the judge say dismiss. That energy. All right, well, I've been on here an hour. We done had some fun. I done gave you some education. I got some beer right here. I'm not gonna drink it. It's gonna sit up there and get old as fuck. Maybe so potent you take the lid off and smell it and get high. But either way, I'm finna let you go. Hope y'all got what you needed from this here Thursday True Spook. And I'll let you get out of here. I'm tight telling you guys sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. But it's the truth, no doubt. Take care, God bless, and much love. Y'all be good.